stocks after good numbers. The street books profits. Tech Mahindra, IndusInd Bank, Maruti Suzuki, and Asian Paints were a couple of other major losers. On the winning side, SBI Life 4% higher on that stock post the numbers. Bajaj Finserv as well up about 3%. Divi's Labs was up about close to 2%. Ultratech Cement as well up 1.5%. Britannia, Sun Pharma, Tata Steel, Kotak Mahindra Bank, and Infosys were among some of the other winners in today's trade. Let me throw in a couple of more names: Grasim and perhaps HCL Tech as well. But that's the large cap space. Mid caps, of course, relative outperformance today as well.
Well, yeah, the index level absolutely flat. Let's talk about the movers and shakers. When you still have the high flyers, why go any further? Zomato is your top name once again, about 9 to 10% up on that stock. SBI Cards was the other major positive result reaction coming through. Persistent Systems, I mean, some brokerages are questioning valuations in the huge run-up, coming out with downgrades. That didn't stop the stock at all. Another 6% on Persistent that we saw today. A couple of these specialty chemical names did very well. Alkyl Amines, Gujarat Fluoro, Balaji Amines. These were some of the stocks, Bansali Engineering, I mean, a lot of them between 5% to 10%, depending on which one you are looking at. So specialty chemicals came in focus as well. Phillips Carbon, 5 to 6% up. So some of these names have had a pretty decent session for themselves. Beyond that, SIS, even as the market is closing out, 6% up. So, it's telling you RCF, Dish TV, Sun TV. It's telling you that the mid-cap and the small-cap market is still alive and kicking at the stock level. On the flip side, some profit-taking in India Bulls Real Estate, down about 6%. Profit-taking in United Spirits, post the results and the conference call. Glenmark Pharma, taking it easy. But the big stock obviously has to be Mahindra & Mahindra Financial Services. Let's pull up M&M Finance. When NPAs jump from 9% to 15.5%, the market clearly gets uncomfortable. Off the lowest levels of the day, it fell almost 6.5%, 7%. Now it's closing down 5%. But nonetheless, that was a big hit. Well, with that, we've come to the end of the day. Let's see if Mitesh is with us for a final thought. The final result is about a 35-point dip on the Nifty and about a 120-point decline on the Sensex. Now, Mitesh, we don't know what's going to happen overnight in the global space, but looking at the entire setup, what would your advice be for tomorrow?
See, Surabhi, you're right. I think it's difficult to second guess what's going to happen in the US markets, clearly because we don't track them as closely. Looking at our charts, I think there's still the bias is of more of sideways activity. I think if you look at most of the indicators which we look at, which suggest some kind of volatility or momentum, I think are still flat. So we don't have a clear sense of a breakout. The idea should